Hello there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh Ops,
That's your boy Tay.
and it's another episode of Sports Talk Tank Josh. And on this episode, we're going to discuss House of the Dragon, episode 6, season finale. We're just gonna go just to give you a warning. We will discuss some spoilers. We're not gonna do a play by play. We may discuss important details of the story. So if you haven't
Key
watched
moments.
it, go finish watch it, go binge watch it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a
Yep.
comment too. All
Yep.
right. So today I'll let you go first. What was your first reaction? Episode 10.
Yeah. All right. Let's go with the basic key moments of episode 10, the season finale. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
let's my first initial reaction. Then we go to the key moments. My first initial reaction was, oh yeah, stuff about to hit the fan. Like my first, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, stuff about to hit the fan. Yeah, it's about to start. It's really about to start now. With Rhaenyra becoming the queen now of Dragonstone, um, like the whole dilemma with with Damon as a whole, like with their conflict with of how they want to handle the business of the both sides. Allison trying to use her friendship to, I guess, bring peace into their differences between her and Rhaenyra. Wrong person to send a message for though. Wrong person to send dealing with anything with a message. That was the wrong person.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, what pretty much happened. Well, we can sort of skip with the reaction. We already know what's going to happen. We just gonna say it's about to pop off. That's all we're gonna say.
Yeah,
And the way it ended, we just gonna say
yeah,
that. I would say this is pretty much in a nutshell. Pretty much they were already separated. It's focused more
hmm
at Dragonstone. Pretty much
yeah,
how they're gonna strategize, get allies. That's pretty much what the whole episode pretty much
yeah.
took place at.
The mood of the show changed once Renice told her what they were doing with Aegon and how they were trying to take her and Damon out. So the mood of the show literally changed right after she pretty much told them everything what happened. She did not commit like they thought. She didn't commit to Aegon the second being the new king pretty much, and she
Mm-hmm.
escaped. Um, so it's like once that happened, the mode of the show just changed. Like I said, Rhaenyra and Damon, they had their differences between themselves, how they want to coordinate the whole thing. He wants to go to war. She wants to keep it, like our
Peaceful.
father used to keep it. She want to keep it peaceful and see if anything will be a discussion. Um, but like I said, wrong person to send for a message. Otto is the last person you want to send for any type of message to be sent.
Well, at
Like the
least,
last,
at least, at least they started off on peace talks. They gave like, well, we give you this, we give you that. Let's try to keep it peaceful, keep it cordial.
but he said the key
Damon,
thing.
Damon was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
You know,
and then it was that, but then he used the ultimate term of disrespect for anybody that's in a royal family. Bend the knee. Once you say that, there's no turning back after that.
pretty
It's
much
final
if you
words after
accept the
that.
Aegon the second as your king,
Yes, bend the knee. You bend the knee and accept that your brother is the king that is rightfully yours at this point. It's rightfully hers at this point. That it won't
hmm,
be no conflict. Damon's all about the action. We already knew that. Damon's about that action. We already know that. Um,
yeah.
but
If,
but
if it
Rhaenyra,
was him, Otto wouldn't have left there alive. If you was gonna say that.
exactly,
It
exactly,
was up to Damon.
exactly. Um,
But technically, you're not
but
supposed to kill a messenger. Technically speaking, is it like
which
a
that is
unwritten
true.
rule?
Yeah,
Which is going to allude to the end, but we're not going to talk about that.
yeah,
We'll say that part.
yeah. We'll say that part for the left. Yeah, but yeah. Like I said, wrong person sent a message. Me personally, I think she should have sent one of her. Truthfully, I think she was better off sending one of the maid, or at least the maid that was like her high maid, other than sending her
Hmm.
father, because we already know Otto is sneaky. Like I said, you don't say to somebody that is in a high position of power, especially that somebody is in a land that there's rightfully their land, and say if you accept the fact that your brother or this person is the king, pretty much telling me to bend a knee bend the knee, that's disrespectful to them. That's a slap in the face.
Mhm.
You really think I'm gonna sit there and bend the knee, like without y'all even telling me that my father died? On top of that, on top of
Mhm.
that you knew about it. You knew that my father died, and you gonna come on my land and tell me to bend the knee for something that's rightfully mine.
Well, it was disrespectful, but yeah, extremely disrespectful. But
That's like somebody coming to your house,
that's why they had to sit
it's just,
back and think because
bro.
the
Think
way
about it
the
like this
way it
though.
ended, it might have. Be honest, it might have ended peace talk if you know what happened at the end.
This whole thing was a conversation. We said it from the last time. This whole thing could have just been a conversation. This
This
whole
thing
thing.
actually, I'll be honest with you. I hate to say this. We're about to give a spoiler. This actually could have been prevented. This could have been
Yes.
settled without
Yeah.
war.
Yeah.
Technically, this could have been settled through talk if you actually
Yeah.
think about it.
But that's why I say Otto Hightower is the main problem of this
Ooh.
whole conflict. He's the main problem.
Wait, ooh, I think Aemon was the biggest problem.
Not more than Otto. Otto was there from the get
Aemon,
go.
Aemon, Aemon. I think they probably could have worked it out to
Yeah.
Aemon. Want a goofball. He want to be
Oh yeah,
tough
he wanna
guy.
be yeah, Mr. Fake Tough Guy. I know, yeah, he's a yeah, he's a we'll talk about him later. But yeah, my main thing is Otto right now. Like far as
Oh no, I
background,
don't
as far as
sneaky. He's
yeah,
sneaky. He got his way to the top.
yeah. So if it wasn't for Otto truthfully doing the sneaky stuff that he was doing, I think most of this could have been a conversation, like we said before. And on
Mhm.
top of that, I also think that because how Rhaenyra is still trying to value the friendship between her and Allison, or Allison and herself, she had that thought where we could probably work this out until now, with like I said, with her, with Otto, and then like I said with Aemon, now with Aegon being the king, and all this by them doing this behind her back on top of it. Like I said, just to reiterate, behind her back on top of this.
Mhm.
So it's like it was doomed from the start, and I blame most of it. If one person was the start of this whole thing, it was I'll say it's two people, well three: Sir Cole, Allison, Otto. None of the Targaryens are part of was not part of none of the conflict
But couldn't
since
this
day
all been
one.
prevented if the king would have just wrote just had this in writing as opposed to word of the mouth?
Yes, he should have said it before he died. Yes, he should have did that. Yeah,
Now I think when he was saying, I think he was a little delusional. So he was like he wasn't really right there in his
he
head when
thought
he said it.
he thought he was talking to Rhaenyra, not Allison. That's who he thought he was
Mhm.
talking to. He thought he was talking to his daughter, but he ended up talking to his wife and her. And the wife took the pillow talk that he was
Mhm.
dying, his dying pillow talk as word. Like you know what I'm saying? Like one dude actually died because he thought she had something to do with him dying. Like that's how bad it
Mhm.
was. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, now let's get to this punk kid, man. Let's go ahead and get to this punk kid. Uh yeah, let's get to this punk kid, man. Amen, man. He's a punk, man.
Okay, man, your man Amen is he sort of. I told you, but we sort of had a prediction. If you go back
Yeah,
to our previous one, I
yeah.
said someone have to die for the Civil War to really, someone significant have to die. So,
I'm thinking it
so
was one of the
for
older
the Civil
kids.
War was extremely.
I didn't think it was gonna be none of the kids. I really thought it was gonna be one of the adults. I really thought it was gonna be like
Mhm.
the cross, like cross. I thought it was gonna be him or somebody like that. I really thought it was gonna be somebody um that's gonna be in the interest of both. But we have now seen who the corporate of this war about to start is. It's Punk Amen. He's the cause of this
Yeah,
whole thing. So
yeah. Then after he did it, he knew. You know that sound.
yeah,
You knew
yeah,
you effed up. That pretty much
yeah.
how what his face was like. Oh
Any moment when you can't control your dragon and the dragon goes into the hunt, it's on you. You trained
man.
it, right? You pretty much took that dragon away from that family, and it became yours, and you can't control it. That's on you, especially if it kills somebody in your own family, like in your own family. Um, like I said, he's trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. He try to punk him in front of everybody at the castle. The kid already, the kid Luke. He guaranteed his mom. He told his mom he was not going to fight, no matter what the situation was. He was not going to fight. He was not going to duel. None of that. He kept his word. But because Aemon wanted to be petty and still want to hold on to the past because of the eye thing, he still wants the strike, pretty much the strike of the eye. If you say eye for eye, but then that eye for eye turned into dragon versus dragon.
Yeah.
And then once that dragon becomes dragon versus dragon, which that dragon is arguably not, if not the oldest, one of the biggest dragons going against pretty much a kid dragon.
Now that's the biggest dragon, I think it is.
Yeah. So you got the biggest dragon going against pretty much a baby dragon of your nephew, right? Of your nephew.
Mm-hmm.
All you gotta do is let it go. That's all you gotta do. Just let it go. Let him go home at least. You can figure it out. Whatever the case may be. Duel to the freaking death. All I care after that. All he wanted to do was go home. The king killed. Pretty much didn't accept that letter. You know what I'm saying? That message. He was a messenger, and Aemon didn't want to try to honor that code and try to be more, vengeful about it. And you see what's the result of it.
Oh, what about the another key point we didn't talk about? Let's talk about House of Valerian. How they was going to stop. One of the strategy was to stop the import and export of goods and the services and everything. So that could collapse King's Landing
Yep, that could be
without
the
even without
that.
bloodshed. Yeah.
Yep, and that could be the cause of them taking over King's Landing. It's from the
Hmm.
port. So,
Yeah.
I think that would be that is a good strategy. And then by them joining House of Black, pretty much Dragonstone, it actually would bring a little
Hmm.
nice little droppage of supply. That's how to say
Oh. Oh, also, what about
for dragon.
Damon getting the dragon, the second oldest dragon?
That's big. That's big.
That's
I really
big.
thought. I don't know how it's gonna fare. Like within the Dance of the Dragons, I want to see how it's gonna fare out. But that's a good thing that he did get the second oldest because now that's pretty much. If you thought Aemon Dragon is uncontrollable, that dragon is definitely uncontrollable. He's old. He's old. He do not care. He's the old man. He do not care about your feelings. He will burn that joint down with no hesitation. He do not care. So by him getting that, yeah, it might even have to play it for a little bit more. He wasn't lying. They do got more
But technically,
dragons
but
in the story.
yeah, technically, Team Black got more dragons technically.
Yes, they do. Yep.
Hmm.
So by them getting the second oldest makes it even more,
But Team Green, I
clear.
think, got more allies though.
Because of loyalty to the throne, not because of them. It's because of the
Yeah,
loyalty of the throne.
that's
If you
why it's sort of like a little.
Yeah, like if you really take away Aemon being the king, the Greens will just be an army of three. If you really think about it, it would
Mhm.
just be Sir Cole, Allison, and Otto. Nobody would not join them because of the fact that because of the name Hightower. They're not going to join them because of that. They literally are there because they're loyal to the throne, just like any other medieval times, situation where they're more loyal to the throne than actually the person that's in it.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
everybody knows you ain't.
what we get an overall series though, House of the Dragon.
Oh, overall, I'm giving it a 9. This is one of the best series. This is one of the best first seasons I've seen in a while. As far as prequels,
Yeah,
as far as
prequels. Yeah,
prequels,
it
as
is
far
the
as
best. I
prequels.
know I'm not gonna compare it to Game of Thrones. I still think Game of Thrones season 1 was better. But
Yes, that's a 10.
yeah,
Season 1 is a
yeah,
10.
the Game of Thrones season 1 is far superior. I hate to say it like that. Sorry, House of Targaryen fans. I'm just Just being honest. Just being honest.
Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would say that the season one of Game of Thrones is better than season one of House of the Dragons. I'm
Not
pretty sure
not even close.
90%.
Not even close.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not even close. Not even up for argument. If you make that argument, I'm gonna give you the floor. I'm like I disagree with you, but I want to let you speak. Like one of those
yeah,
type of situations. But yeah, yeah.
yeah. Game of Thrones season one was different. That was
But I
definitely
think
different.
the first season of House of Dragon, they trying to reel you in, get you
Yeah,
like character development. They trying to get you bonded. So when the Civil War pops up, you pick your side.
yep. Because in it, like, because like in the like, if you follow the book, that's a very large book. Like, that's not no cupcake book that's out. Like, um. So by it making it a series, that series, like you said, season one, of course, you trying to make it as perfect as you could get it to where you could get another season. That's really what you're trying to do. Try to get another season.
Yeah,
Which
we
that's
got we
which
got
they
to
have done.
2024.
Yeah. So which we have done. So
Mhm.
by people tuning in, watching it on HBO Max and everything else, and making that show a top show of the year and getting a season two, yeah, now we're gonna get like 3 or 4 seasons out of it, out of
And
this
they're gonna
one
make
book.
more. They're gonna make more side stories.
Exactly.
Prequels. Yeah,
Yep. So
they're
now
building a
supposedly
whole Game of Thrones universe.
universe.
That's what
Yeah.
they. Yeah.
Yeah, because supposedly it's supposed to be early development of the Sea Snake series as well. So there's a lot coming out of this whole like universe of this whole like the whole Game of Thrones universe. And of course, we still got the Jon Snow uh series that's supposed to be coming at some point. So yeah, like it's a good it's a good brand to follow. It's really a good brand. It's starting to become one of those brands like you could follow, like a Marvel, like a Star Trek. I mean Star Trek, even Star Trek. A Marvel, Star Trek, Star Wars. It could be in that line now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm like the direction they're going. But we do need that. We do need two. I just got two requests, and then we could probably end it right here. We definitely need that House of Stars prequel,
Hopefully
and
so.
we need that Night King. we need that night. We need that Night King sequel, prequel. We need that. We need
You
them
think
two.
you think season two, season three, they're gonna at least hint at them or something, or
Nah,
acknowledge their existence?
it's probably going to be. If anything, it will probably be a whole different house. It'll probably be House of Stark or House of the Lannisters or somebody like. It would have to be somebody like that. Or more likely, it would make more sense that by it being the Starks because the Starks was the first ones to know about the Night King. So it would make more sense by them doing the Starks.
Oh, okay. All right. So what will you give episode 10 season finale 0 to 10? What will you give it?
I'm giving it a. I can't fake, man. I might get this one a 9. I'm not even gonna fake.
Okay, I'm close to. I'm gonna give it like an 8.8, a little bit. Not quite a 9, but I like the way it lived and it ended on a cliffhanger. And I'm
That's
like,
the thing.
dang,
Yeah, the
yeah,
ending really brought me. I was like, I have never had that much emotion about an ending since probably like Game of Thrones season one. Like I did not have that much emotion. I was like, man, I ain't gonna fake it. I was like, man, I text you that night. I was like, bro, I was like, Eamon is a, I said a word. I ain't gonna say the word, but because of YouTube. But I said what I
come
said,
on,
and I,
we are a family friendly
yeah,
show. Don't say it. You
I
got
just said,
I got to hit you with the BT, like when you want to say F, you got freak, like you got
yeah,
like the voice.
yeah. I just know I said that Eamon is what I said he was, and I have never felt like that way about an ending. Like I said,
Mm.
since Game of Thrones season one, like I have not felt that
Mm.
way in a while. Like, and that's a good thing because
Oh,
normally I'm not emotional. I ain't gonna say emotional. I never gave an ending that much attention until that season finale.
mm.
So overall, good one though. It was a good one.
All
So
right.
uh,
I think we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, join us on social media, and
yep,
check out our other content too as well. All right.
yep. And we
Peace.
also we also got Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeart, Google. We are all on all that. You can catch our NFL weekly power rankings on those platforms as well. Peace and love, everybody.
Peace.